What's up, guys? And I'm an Anime Blaster here, and I hope you guys are all having an amazing day or amazing week or whatever. Um, Guys, I haven't done reviews for a long time or any kind of content really for a while, so this is gonna be kind of like weird because like I don't really have that much of practice for doing these reviews or whatever, and I don't want to take a long time, talking about this and how I don't have any practice because no one wants to hear me talk about that. So what I'd rather talk about is the real hypeness of Dragon Ball Super that is the deal these days. Dragon Ball Super is at the highest and the most hypest point right now. And I mean, maybe Dragon Ball Super is gonna have another arc. Maybe it's not. Like, I think it's at least gonna have one or two more arcs because actually they still have to show the old part, and I think before we get there they're gonna have one more arc. They're not just gonna finish right after this tournament. I don't feel like that's a good ending. Kind of, I think they're gonna be at least there's still stuff they could do. But as for the hype, I think there can't be really any more points where you can have this much hype. Okay, Jiren on his own was up until this point has been really hyped up, and Goku's limit breaker form in this, I don't know, I forgot the name that they told in this episode for it, instinct something, but I'm gonna call it limit breaker because I don't think that any name is really official right now. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get to that what actually happened in this episode because I don't want to take a lot of your guys' time because no one wants reviews like 15 minutes or more reviews. So yeah, I'm gonna be talking fast, guys, because I want this under 10 minutes. Okay, so in this episode we start off with the Rubrian and Goku still fighting. I kind of find her annoying because she keeps coming in and she just seems like something that interrupts the moments. And I mean, I understand she's Universe 2's strongest warrior, that's what they have to have her at least. So, but still, like, I find her annoying. Like, you're just like, I was here for Jiren versus Goku, getting excited, and she love that, love friendship, this, that, and I mean, it just gets annoying, guys. But she got knocked out by Goku after a bit because she tried to, Goku was not using that much power. He was fighting her in normal, trying to have a good fight. But then when he saw Jiren, he's like, "You need to get out of here. My real buddy's here. You need to get out." He knocked her in such a way she fell right into Jiren's feet, and I was like, damn, that is scary. Like, that guy, have you seen his face? Like, that guy actually gives me the creeps. Like, hit's never been mean, really. Even the first time, the hit never seemed that mean. He just seemed like this guy who just like stands in the corner with his hands in his pocket, but he never seemed that mean. But Jiren actually looks scary. I mean, he's a pride trooper, he can't be that evil, but he still is scary, guys. Like, that girl, that fat Rubrine girl, she ran away because she knew Jiren's the, and she was like hiding behind the rocks, like, "Oh, you love me, but okay, maybe you don't, I'll just let you go," yeah, because she knows she's not messing with this guy, because this guy is dangerous. And he didn't even react to her because it's Jiren. This dude is on another level. Like, no warrior except Goku can even stand up to this man. Even people like Vegeta won't really have any chance unless they go and get limit breaker or whatever, which wouldn't be cool because you can't just have everyone have limit breaker. That would be just dumb, guys. I wouldn't want this. Like, let's just give Goten and Trunks limit breaker. Anyway, so Jiren and Goku approach each other. Jiren is actually now interested in fighting Goku, and Goku's like, "So you finally want to fight me?" Goku goes in all his forms. It's kind of really special. Like, guys, you need to know. So you know how Super Saiyan 1, the first time Goku went Super Saiyan against Frieza on Planet Namek, that was like the highlight of Dragon Ball Z, because every time you ask someone, remember, you know about Super Saiyan, they're like, "Oh yeah, that one time when he went Super Saiyan, that was epic." No one really talks about Super Saiyan 2 and 3 that much because those are basically Super Saiyan but just like a little bit evolved. They're still Super Saiyan. But the first time he went Super Saiyan, the first time we ever saw this thing called Super Saiyan, and it was actually kind of hyped up because Vegeta kept talking about how there's a Super Saiyan and it's the strongest thing ever. And the first time we saw it, it was pretty epic. Goku had that blue shirt. Whenever his top gets ripped off and he has that blue shirt under, it's lit. And that's what happened in this episode when he turned into Limit Breaker. But first, Goku tried all his forms: Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3. He didn't go Super Saiyan 3, but after Super Saiyan 2 he knew, because Super Saiyan 2 barely moved Jiren's neck, and that's something that happens against not even Beerus. Beerus, like, Super Saiyan 2 can do a little bit more than moving Jiren's Beerus's neck. Super Saiyan 2, Beerus would have to use maybe 10% to, like, not 10%, like 7% or so, but like Jiren, he doesn't have to do anything to do, like, he can just move his eyes and like blow away Super Saiyan 2. And then Goku went straight to Super Saiyan Red, and this was like, I wanted to see what Super Saiyan 3, Red can do against Jiren. But no, this guy was using his finger, yes, not just one hand, just one finger to take on Super Saiyan Red. And Goku was actually using a lot of force. He wasn't going on Super Saiyan Red's peak, but he was still using a lot of force. But Jiren was just using one finger. That's what Beerus did to Super Saiyan 3. And that was back in like the Battle of Gods arc. Now Super Saiyan 3 is even more stronger. But like, this guy, not just Goku's current Super Saiyan 3, he did this to red hair. Red hair is like supposed to be 60% of Beerus around-ish, which we really have confirmed, but at least it's like 50% or above of Beerus's. And Jiren was beating him with a finger. Like, what the heck is this guy on? Like, is this guy like a lot above Beerus? We know for sure he's stronger than Beerus. We actually have it confirmed that he is that mortal that is stronger than the God of Destruction, because it was like, I wonder if that's him. And then he was like, that rumor is true, and yeah, it is Jiren. And guys, like, Jiren is too much hyped up, but he lives up to his hype, you know that. So Goku goes into Super Saiyan Red. It didn't really do much, but then he goes into Super Saiyan Blue, and for that Jiren actually kind of has to move and do some movement. But still, he literally murdered Goku. He made him fall to the ground, put his feet on top of him. I'm just like, what is this man like? I don't know what's going on. Like, how can you ever defeat this guy? Like, and when he powered up, every single person and every warrior was watching. Every warrior was like, what is going on? Like, this was more threatening that Berserk form, or Kale's Berserk form. Like, everyone was looking. Even the God of Destructions were like, what is this? Like, Beerus was like, is this energy from one warrior? Same here. I was like, is this? And he didn't really power up even. He just like, he just kind of like moved his eyes and kind of did a little bit of motion. It wasn't really his full power even. Not even close really, as a lot of people were saying. Like, Biz said, and some other God of Destructions were like, yeah, that's not even close to his full power, I can tell. And yeah, Jiren, and he's that, I think in this whole battle, like in this 109 and 110, he only has used like 30%, 40%. And he destroyed Super Saiyan Blue just using like 30%. I mean, I don't think he was using 20%ish. Like, I'm not trying to get in too much into the percent, but I think he had to use somewhat of his power to, go up against Super Saiyan Blue. But he still didn't really have any struggles against Super Saiyan Blue. And even when Goku went into Kaioken times 20 even, like, this man was still, beating the shit out of Super Saiyan Blue hair with Kaioken times 20, and that really surprised everyone, because they thought he was in times 10, but then Beerus was like, no, he is in times 20, but he's still getting his shit beat. And I'm like, man, like, Universe 7's done. And then he did that Spirit Bomb Genki Dama, and even the Spirit Bomb, everyone was giving it about it. And we haven't seen Spirit Bomb in a long time, so this was kind of cool. Goku, going up to the rocks and putting his hands up, kind of cool. Everyone was giving power. Vegeta always being himself. He's like, I'm not giving you power, even though he helped out a little bit. But Frieza was giving his power. Everyone was just putting their hands up. And this is like a cool moment, when everyone gives their power to the Spirit Bomb. This is cool. And this is there was a pretty big Spirit Bomb. But Jiren, as you guys saw, if you saw the episode, Jiren actually knocked that off, bounced it off at Goku, which now he had to use like a little bit of his power. Like, this wasn't where he was just using one finger. He actually had to use one hand, then he had to use two hands when Goku was using Super Saiyan Blue times 20. He actually, Goku pushed it back at Jiren, and then Jiren was like, okay, like, I'm gonna put two of my arms into this. He still wasn't struggling. Jiren wasn't even close to struggling still, but he had to use a little bit of power to actually push it back at Goku. And this is where things got interesting. Everyone thinks Goku is dead or has been vaporized by that huge explosion. Not trying to pull a Donald Trump, but huge. Like, this was a huge explosion, and like, you could see it from above. Like, it was just huge. And everyone was just like, this was a sad moment. Like, everyone's like, he was a great warrior, but it's over. Universe 7, you're done. And I was like, yeah, if Goku actually died. But sadly, because of the spoilers, I knew that Goku didn't die. So, Goku's not gonna die anyway. It's Goku. But anyway, everyone's just like, this is over. Like, this was a sad moment. Like Gohan just like, is my dad dead? And then Kakarot, like, would you like Kakarot? Like, no, Kakarot, my rival. And even Beerus was like, his best friend, like his best rival, Beerus' best rival. Goku's like, has Goku finally been finished? Like, Son Goku has been finished? Like, what are you talking about? Like, this never been imagined before, someone finishing off Goku. But out of all that suspense, Goku came shining in with a new power that has never been seen before. As we know, he absorbed the Spirit Bomb. The Spirit Bomb pushed him to break through his limits, and the energy that he took to push back the Spirit Bomb, it made him go into his limits and break through, as was explained. And this was the limit breaker. And when he went into this form, guys, like I've said, this is special. This is gonna be the most specialist thing in Dragon Ball Super. Excuse me my grammar, I'm not that good with it. I don't know, specialist or whatever, but I'm trying to explain that this is special. Like this form, like I said, when his when he's in that blue shirt and the orange is ripped off, it's special. And this is like Super Saiyan Red and Blue weren't really that special, but this form is like special. I think this is like, I'll explain this in another video, but I think this is like another thing. This is not even like, this is not really a Super Saiyan God or anything like that. This is like instinct form. This is like on another level, like beyond a god of destruction. It's not even on a god's level. Like this is into the angels, kind of like, because he was explained that like all the god of destruction got scared. Like Goku was doing such weird movements, he didn't even have to think to, he just threw away Topo and Disciple. Topo, mind you, is actually pretty strong. Like he's on the level of Super Saiyan Blue pretty much, and Goku didn't have to do anything to throw him plus Disciple. He just threw him apart without even thinking, and he just walked towards Jiren while Topo shooting those ki blasts that just as flash. And like this guy is serious, and he had that smirk, serious face on him, not really mad, but like serious that he's about to beat shit. But it's Jiren, so of course Jiren's not gonna get the shit beat out of him. But as Goku was going, he was getting stronger and faster, as stated by I can't remember who it was, but everyone who was the Universe 7 people, they were observing, and they were like, Goku's getting stronger as he fights. Yeah, I think it was Piccolo. And yeah, Jiren might be strong, but Goku with his limit breaker is getting stronger as he fights. He's getting more experience. Like you gotta understand, he still doesn't have control of the form really. It's like still he needs to control it really. So that's why he's not really, Jiren wasn't like getting knocked all over. Jiren was still now he was actually having trouble a little bit. You could tell like Jiren was using at least like 40 or 50% now. Again, I don't want to do too much of the percentage, but Jiren had to use some power to go up against this limit breaker. And that's kind of where the episode kind of ended, because actually, well, then Goku ran out of energy. I kind of figured that out already, because I was like, I heard in the spoilers that Hit was fighting Jiren. I was like, how's that gonna happen? Is Goku gonna get knocked off? But it's Goku, guys. If he's gonna get a new form, there's no way he's gonna just get a new form and then just lose. Obviously he's gonna come back, and I think just like Caulifla, Goku told Caulifla, you can fight me later once you have controlled Super Saiyan 2 completely, and you have Super Saiyan 3 after a little bit. Just like that, I think Goku's gonna come back and challenge Jiren again after some hours when he has limit break controlled. As for the meanwhile, in next episode, Jiren will be fighting Hit. This was kind of cool at the end when Goku ran out of energy. He was just falling to the ground, and Vegeta was like, what was that? Hit just comes out of the smoke, and you see his red eyes, and that was just cool. I think he's kind of trying to help Goku out for, Goku helped him out earlier, and I think Hit's kind of trying to get back at Jiren, but also he's doing it for his universe. As he said, I'm working. And this was like, this episode, one thing that I really liked, that Jiren, we actually saw him talking, because Jiren, like seeing him talk and stuff is something I don't really imagine. And this episode he was actually talking like he was a Universe 6 assassin. Hit, what do you want? He actually said that to Hit. He actually talked to Hit. Like, Jiren talking to you, that's a big thing. I mean, even if you're a Hit. And Hit was just like, bro, I'm here to work. I'm about to beat the shit out of you even though I can't. And I'm like concerned, like what's Hit gonna do? But actually, I might make a video on what Hit's gonna do. Hit's powers up even faster than Saiyans while he's fighting. So maybe he's gonna, almost come to Jiren's level and really increase in the next episode in his time limit. But we have spoilers that said his time limit, his Toki Dabashi is not really gonna work against Jiren. But yeah, guys, like I said, I think this is over 10 minutes now. So I'm gonna try to cut it, guys. These episodes were crazy, guys. The tournament's been really crazy already, and this was the highlight of the tournament and the highlight of Dragon Ball Super. And I think this is gonna be the most epicest moment in the Dragon Ball Super and out of the whole Dragon Ball series. Yeah, guys. So that's kind of pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. And this week I'll try to do more videos more often. I haven't done any videos for like 2 months, but I'll try to be more, because Dragon Ball Super is really getting hype, and I don't want to miss this content, guys. I want to share this information with you, talk to you guys. So subscribe, guys. I'm almost at 100, which is not a lot, but still for small YouTubers like us, reaching 100 is still a little bit of exciting. So guys, please subscribe, and we'll have fun discussions here. So guys, that's it for right now, and peace out. Just be on the lookout for more discussions and stuff this week. Yeah, peace out, guys.